Hi, I'm Dr. Pam Ventola. I'm a pediatric clinical neuropsychologist, and I head up the rare disease and pediatrics work at Cogstate. I'm here today to talk with you about central rating. So, with the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of clinical trials have to move to remote administration of their assessments, and particularly their clinical interviews. And this kind of a model actually dramatically decreases burden on site staff and on families and patients. Often in pediatric trials and in rare disease trials, the going to a clinic visit is very hard and burdensome on the caregivers and the patients. So being able to do the clinical interviews remotely, either by video conference or by phone, dramatically decreases the burden on the participants. So this kind of a model is likely to continue past the COVID-19 pandemic, where this use of remote administrations of particularly clinical interviews continues as much more widely and is sort of the norm in clinical trials. And this kind of a trend, and this kind of a remote administration preference and part of schedules of assessments and part of trials lends itself quite well to centralized ratings, or the use of central raters. So a central rater program means that you have a small team of raters who conduct all of the clinical interviews for the trial. And this model has really significant benefits for a clinical trial. One, you use a smaller number of raters, which has the potential to dramatically decrease your variance. Every time you add another rater to your trial, it adds a degree of variability. So by having a smaller team of raters, you can have consistency between visits for one subject and greater consistency between subjects, which again has a really strong potential to decrease your variance. It also has the potential to increase the data quality, because your central raters can have much greater educational background experience than you're likely going to see in site staff. So you can also dedicate more resources into training a small pool of these very specialized raters, in comparison to trying to train a lot of raters to do the same job, so that it becomes more efficient and also greatly increases your data quality. And at Cogstate, we offer a central rating program. We have a large team of local expert advisors, we call them leads, who cover global trials. So we have representation around the world from our lead network. And they are highly skilled raters. They're all licensed clinical psychologists or neuropsychologists. So we have this team of very sophisticated and experienced experts that we can deploy as central raters for your trials. We're currently doing a central rating program for many trials using specialized scales such as the Vineland Adaptive Behavior Scales, as well as psychiatric interviews such as the SciBox, which is the Children's Yale-Brown Obsessive Compulsive Scale. So we have the capability to cover a very wide range of clinical interviews with our central rating program. So the demand for our central rating program is just increasing. So Cogstate is currently looking to expand our lead network, and we are expanding our lead network to cover even more languages and even more countries, because this service is in such demand right now, and the future and potential for this service is just infinite as more trials utilize this remote option, given the benefits it has for their patients and the patients' families. So overall, this model of central rating is strongly recommended. One, it increases your data quality by decreasing variance and by ensuring that your raters are of the utmost quality and highly trained and highly experienced. And it also offers a tremendous operational efficiency, where all of the raters can be scheduled centrally, can conduct these interviews centrally, and also can be trained centrally. So both from a data quality perspective and an operational perspective, we strongly recommend the central rating model. So if you have any questions or are interested in learning more about how a central rating model can be used in your trial, or if you're interested in hearing more about Cogstate services around central rating, please feel free to contact us. Thank you very much.